Joining me now is one of the PWHL play-by-play announcers who just moved to Toronto from Regina and took this job, Daniela Ponticelli. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me, Sam.
So first of all, tell us about the first game this week. Did you have a chance to soak it in the moment, or was it a mad blur?
Well, first of all, I got to call alongside the Cheryl Pounder. So that was already a pinch me moment. And because I got to work alongside her, and for her, she always called it her impossible dream to see this day happen. It is possible, it was there. So being able to actually share that with her helped me pause a little bit and take in that moment. Because that's what they always tell you, like just take a beat and look around and soak it in. So again, I'm just beyond honored that I was there. Of course, it was a sold out crowd, and that sellout was quite quick when the tickets went on sale. So it was one of those things where if I didn't have the seat that I had, I would have never been able to witness that in person. So, yes, absolutely, Sam. I was able to soak it in, do what I can, snap a couple pictures here and there. But of course, you're working and then just be part of it in that way.
So how did you land this role with the PWHL? I understand this happened very quickly for you.
Yeah, it was a bit of a quick process. I won't go through all of it, but it involved just being able to audition and share what I've done in the past, and a lot of that has been in Saskatchewan. So I'm so grateful to all the leagues who've allowed me to call games. It started with U Sports, University of Saskatchewan, 2 full seasons with their women's program, and went on and on. Most recently with the WHL, Regina Pats for a couple games. All of those moments led to this. And so, yes, it came up quickly, and I can't believe it. In so many ways, it's remarkable to think this league being stood up in 125 days, 4 months basically, all coming together. And that includes finding GMs, finding head coaches, building rosters, paying players, getting collective bargaining agreements together. So the fact that I get to be a part of this in such a short window of time is remarkable too.
You are starting from scratch with this league. Like, yes, these women are talented athletes, but the stats and the figures about them are not as well known as their male counterparts. So, how did you prep for this?
Just time, much like I've done for other leagues. The women's game, as you've said, Sam, you hit it on the head with that. The stats are just not consistent. It's really hard to find, even when players have been international players for a long time, playing for their national teams, just getting collective stats and being able to double check that is difficult. But that is what's changing. So this is not a slog on what's happened in the past. It's what we're building on now. And so with the PWHL, especially, it's just going to be even easier to track those professional players and their trajectory. And hopefully that'll also trickle down, much like when you have that goal at the top, the minor leagues become more important, and those other junior leagues become important, and everything becomes a little bit tighter when it comes to those stats keeping. So hopefully it just reflects and trickles down to make the overall game for girls and women that much more professional.
There have been a lot of firsts this week, including the first goal, which you got to call.
Signed free agent Alex Carpenter, and she'll take the draw on New York, wins at Shelton with her stick on that, and she gets it! Ella Shelton scores! History is hers!
Tell me about that moment.
The first goal of the professional women's
I just need a moment to think about it. It was one of the moments that weighed on me the most heading into the game, because you know what's going to happen, right? There has to be a winner in this game, and that's going to mean a goal. And I thought about what I wanted to say, and wrote down a couple options. I think I'm going to need to save that piece of random note paper I had. So I was writing those options down on the train, and I had gone through so many in my head. And finally it kind of came to me of like, okay, I think I might want to say something like this. You never fully script it because everything happens in the moment. You don't know it's going to be Ella Shelton, although I could have almost put money on it. She's just such an incredible player. So that's all I could say. It was such a wonderful moment, and it felt like a great release and relief when that moment happened, because everyone's waiting for it, right? And it was just a beautiful goal too, which is also nice because you just never know what that first goal is going to be like. And that one was something special. I'm very, very I'm thrilled for Ella Shelton, and a Canadian at that.
Well, thanks so much for this, Daniela. Best of luck on the next game.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Daniela Ponticelli provides commentary and analysis as a broadcaster for the new Professional Women's Hockey League.